So this is a great crowd. Good morning, everyone. Let's give this crew of graduates here another big round of applause. All right, we're gonna get started. My name's Rick Cruz, and I have the privilege of chairing the DC Public Charter School Board. And this morning, it's my honor to welcome all of you graduates, your families, your friends, and school staff to the DC Public Charter School Board's third annual summer graduation ceremony. We're gonna get right into the program so you can see these guys graduate. So to begin, if everyone would please stand with me for the presentation of colors by the IDEA Public Charter Schools Color Guard, followed by our Pledge of Allegiance. Yeah, why don't you guys stand? We got you. All right, now if you'll all join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated. First Sergeant Davis and IDEA Public Charter Schools Color Guard, thank you for presenting the colors. I'm now pleased to introduce a special guest today, our chairman of the Council of the District of Columbia, Phil Mendelson. He's been a tireless advocate for public schools in Washington, D.C., and it's our pleasure to have him here today at our graduation ceremony. Please join me in welcoming Chairman Mendelson.
Thank you, Rick. Good morning. So this is a little bit of a rowdy group. I guess that's good because this is celebratory. And let me say this, first of all, graduates, congratulations, but also commencements always come with a lot of speeches, so be prepared. And the second thing I want to note is that while I'm speaking to you, I'm looking to the audience, and I hope that's okay. Congratulations. Today is a big day, and then it isn't. Why isn't it a big day? Because it feels like just another day, because you've spent the last 12 years actually, going to school every day. So today is hardly a surprise. Life goes on and will fade into memory. But then today is a big day. Why? Because it marks your success. Because it is like a monument to your accomplishment. Because today is a celebration that you have come so far and now are prepared to go further. That's a big deal. Your perseverance and determination should be celebrated. You have faced obstacles but refused to let them define or dictate your path in life. You have overcome them. Your grit is a strength and one that I hope you will retain throughout your life. I recall a quote from the author Barbara Hall. Quote, "The path to our destination is not always a straight one. We go down the wrong road, we get lost, we turn back. Maybe it doesn't matter which road we embarked on. Maybe what matters is that we embark." That's an important point. All your life, you've been taught what's right, as if that is your mission, sole mission, to get things right. But no one is perfect, and to believe you must be perfect misses a valuable lesson in life. There is an importance in learning from one's own mistakes, from doing things wrong. Embarking, even if it is the wrong road, by graduating in August rather than June, maybe not the perfect path, but I'd venture you are wiser for it. Maybe book wiser, certainly life wiser, knowledge gained from experience. You only get that experience by embarking. There's a value in distinguishing between a path less traveled and a path that is the wrong path. One way to get things right is taking the traditional path, the road that others deem to be the correct path because it is the path that a majority of individuals take. However, taking a different path, one that may be slower or windier, does not mean you are taking the wrong road. As you transition to the next part of your life, I challenge you to take the path that works for you, even if it is less traveled by others. I also encourage you to continue to surround yourself with your village. Often individuals say it takes a village. You've heard this. It takes a village, parents, grandparents, siblings, aunts, uncles, friends, to raise a child. As a father of an 18-year-old, I know this to be true. But there's an impulse, once you become an adult, to do things on your own. You may feel that you must shoulder everything alone. I challenge that notion. If you look around, your village is still there and willing to continue to provide support and comfort as you face the myriad of challenges throughout your life. Allow them to do so. Graduates, you should be incredibly proud of yourselves and your achievements. I am proud of you, as is everyone else in this room. I know it sounds cliche, but you are our future. You can make a difference, and proof of that comes from a simple task. The reason I said at the beginning that today is no big deal, you've spent the last year, the last 12 years actually, going to school every day. In some ways, life isn't complicated. It doesn't matter which road we embark on. What matters is that we embark. I encourage you to continue on your road, and if you change roads or take one less traveled, that's okay. The main thing is to be committed to it and to celebrate today. Congratulations.
Right, if Jadelyn Abney can join me at the podium.
Good morning, class of 2018, family, friends, faculty, and staff from all Washington, D.C. public charter schools. I am Jadelyn B. Abney, also known as Jade from Thurgood Marshall Academy. It has been my honor to give you congratulatory remarks today. On September 14, 2011, my father shot my mother and killed himself a few months before her graduation. I honestly thought I'd never make it here, make it this far at least, not being able to see my mother walk across the stage at American University. But today, August 9th, 2018, makes up for everything, as I get to see your beautiful smiles today. I thought to myself, what would I say to my peers? Something that they can remember and live by. Not some old saying or something like, don't take it any wooden nickels, because I don't even know what that means yet. All I really have is a thank you. Thank you to the youth of this city, to all of you done for healing my heart, for motivating me to go do something productive with my pain. Out of all the go-go songs I know by heart, and the random calling of each neighborhood, 1001, Saratoga, KDYYY, I have to say the best thing I remember forever is that the youth of this city loves each other. We hurt together, and if anything, we show each other how our mind matters more. Your knowledge can never be taken away from you like a heli. Remember that. Thank you today, and word to my mother and my father.
Thank you, Jadlyn, for sharing your story with us. I think as you saw from the crowd how much how powerful and inspiring it was. It's now my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Ronald Moten. Mr. Moten is a self-described street-smart native Washingtonian who's dedicated himself to helping young people achieve their full potential. His more than 20 years of experience working with youth service providers, government agencies, and local and national leaders on best practices and strategies to help young people move from a life of violence to peace, from despair to hope, and from no skills to self-sufficiency. Mr. Moten currently serves as a youth program developer and behavior specialist consultant. He's also a consultant with the Jack Kemp Foundation, focusing on leadership and empowerment of local, at-risk, and impoverished youth. Without further ado, please join me in welcoming our commencement speaker today, Mr. Ronald L. Moten, to the stage. Thank you.
That was a powerful speech, wasn't it? Let's give her another round of applause. So, first of all, I want to thank the Public Charter School Board for having me here today. It's an honor, a great honor to be in front of these and speak before these great young people who are going to become something great in our community. And a lot of you all have gone through adversity just like I have. And I just want to share a couple of words with you. I hope it motivates you to move forward in life. Some of us made decisions that sidetracked us. Some of us got knocked down, but we got back up. Some of us were told we couldn't do it, but we did it. They told us to shut up, and we spoke up. They called us thugs and ratchet hood rats, but today, you are showing up and righteously and ready to put your hoods on the map. Many of our friends and family did not make it, but we did. And now we realize we have a purpose. And we are not going to stop here, because through our action and passion, they will live through us. How many of you feel like this is some of your stories, what I just said? How many of y'all have lost loved ones, have been through ups and downs, and you're ready to move forward in life? Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story. I grew up in Washington, D.C., and as a young person, I decided to sell drugs. I went to prison. When I went to prison, most of my best friends were killed. My brother was killed, kidnapped, robbed, and killed in Washington, D.C. And unlike you, when I left school, I didn't go to the street academy and graduate. They took prison. I went to prison, received my high school diploma in the state of Connecticut, in Danbury, not penitentiary, but FCI. And then after that, I went to college. And I started studying my history, and I understood that I had a purpose in life. And when I returned home from prison, I got with a group called Ceasefire No Smoke, the Brothers and Sisters, with a brother by the name of Al Malik Farrakhan. And I started doing work in the community for 9 years. And from that, I got to travel the world and work with civil rights leaders that work with Martin Luther King. I helped organize young people at the Million Man March. I did a lot of great things. But you all have already done something that I didn't do, because I couldn't get it right on the streets. It took me to go to prison to do that. When I came home and after I got with Ceasefire, I started an organization called Peaceaholics. And we did a lot of great work in this city. Today, a lot of people try to duplicate that work, but it's hard to duplicate the work when God is in it. And God was in the work that we did. And God is in you right now. And you all have a purpose to fulfill that purpose, because what I understood from the work that I did was that all the people who died, a lot of them were a lot better than me. So for God to keep me here, I had a purpose. So I want you all to know, because you still here and some of your friends are gone, that you know were good people, you have a purpose. And you have to live up to that purpose, because one of the things that I don't want you to get caught up in, as I do the work in this community, this city is changing. And the only thing that some of us understand is that we owe you an opportunity, right? I don't want you leaving here feeling like you are entitled to anything, because nobody in this city gonna give you nothing, nothing. After I had the Peaceaholics, I fell down, right? Because of politics and a lot of other things. Lost my house, lost my car, I lost everything. sleeping on couches, right? But I didn't give up, just like you didn't give up. And I started working with some young people. It was a gang called Check It. It used to be down Gallery Place. And yes, and when I started working with them, this is important, y'all. When I started working with them, people thought I was crazy. And the reason why I started working with them was because I went to go see a young lady by the name of Netta in Trinidad who got shot 3 times with an AK-47. And when I went to go see her, her brother called from prison. And he said, Mo, you always help the straight children, you don't help the gay children. So I said, I help anybody who wants to help themselves. And at the same time, I was working with another group, and they were from Chopper City. They had the same opportunity that Check It had. The year before, I had got $10,000, a mini grant from Far Southeast Collaborative to help them. We started a clothing line. It was called, they created, it was called Helping Our People Elevate Hope, right? They were procrastinating. Check It took advantage of that. 5 years later, they have a building on Martin Luther King Avenue where they own 80% of it. They have an event space that the whole city used. They have a clothing line, a movie, and they travel the world. Hope didn't take advantage of it, and years later, a brand came up called EAT. Elevate all the time, same concept. And that's what life is all about. You have to take advantage of what comes before you or you get left behind. And one of the things I realized, all young people have a great talent. Everybody on this stage is something great about you. Everybody. Take that talent that you have and use that and get you where you gotta go. The other thing I wanna tell you, there's gonna be a lot of people who come to help you, but it's a lot different than it was 10 years ago. When I did the work like 20 years ago, we had our own money, we had time, but a lot of us are barely making it in this city. So when somebody comes to give you help, take it. Don't procrastinate because they're not gonna be there long. All right? The last thing I wanna say is when you leave this stage, I just want you to promise me and promise yourself that you won't let the people out there down, because we are dependent on you, and I'm gonna tell you why. We are in a terrible place in America. Everybody is at polar opposites. Nobody can get along, but we expect y'all to get along. Nobody can agree to work together, but we expect y'all to work together, right? But I'm gonna give you history. In 1963, 6,300 children went to prison, and that's who ended segregation. When you ask the average person who ended segregation, they're gonna tell you that Martin Luther King ended segregation. Martin Luther King went to prison, and people my age wouldn't follow because they were scared to go to prison. They were scared to lose their pretty houses. They were scared to lose their pretty cars, right? Young people are going to be the people who decide if this nation is going to get it together or we're going to fall in the hellholes of the world. It's up to you to make the change. We can't do it. We have failed. I'm telling you, in this city, we have failed. We got a city where have you ever seen the tree boxes around the tree when they're doing construction? Right? We figured out how to protect trees, but we haven't quite figured out how to protect our children. You understand what I'm saying? You all have made it. Hurt people hurt people. Many of you, like that young lady up there, have been healed. By the grace of God, you made it through what you've been through, and it's up to you to come back and heal this mess that we have in our society. You're the ones that are going to do it, all right? Terrell Holcomb was supposed to be here. I don't know why he's not. He was supposed to be one of the speakers, but he was in my program. In my program, there are like 7 ANC members that were members of Peaceaholics. And our goal was for them to take our place when we had the organization and run it, right? That's what you all got to do. You are supposed to take the place of the people who are before you in this audience. I'm not going to talk long to you because you've already done a lot. And I think you get it, because you wouldn't be here if you didn't get it. So by the grace of God, I hope that you all keep moving forward. And I thank you all for having me here today. And if you ever need any help, any advice, I'm right there every day on 1920 Martin Luther King Avenue, and I want you all to know that you're the greatest generation we've ever had, right? Just use that courage, use that heart in the right way, and it'll get you a long way. God bless you, and let's get ready to get those diplomas.
So can you all join me in thanking Mr. Moten for his wonderful words today? So good morning, families, friends, and graduates. I am Naomi Shelton, a member of the DC Public Charter School Board. I'm honored to be here with you today. Just so y'all know, I saw Beyonce last night in Minnesota, but I got up early to be here with you. Okay? You can check my Insta stories if you need to. I'm too old for Snapchat, though. So, I'm tired, but I'm happy to be here with you all, okay? Because this is more important. Graduates, I, along with everyone in the audience, am extremely proud of the persistence and perseverance you have shown to get to where you are today. And you should be incredibly proud of yourselves, too. I know that getting to this point is not easy. It took a lot of long hours and difficult nights, but you made it, which shows that you are smart, tough, reliable, and determined. So I'm not going to take long because I have to do two things here, and most importantly is confer your diplomas, okay? All right, so bear with me. Please continue to push yourselves forward, whether after this you enter the workforce or further your education. Continue to set high expectations for yourselves and do all you can to accomplish your dreams. With this achievement, you all step into the real world. Ron talked about it, and we expect a lot out of you after you cross this stage today. As you celebrate and continue on to many more accomplishments, don't forget to thank the people who supported you along your journey, your family, your friends, and your mentors. Can everybody in the audience just give themselves a round of applause really quickly? And as Ron noted, it takes a city to ensure our students are able to lead successful paths. I would like to take a moment to specifically thank the school staff who have been with you since day one. Staff, please stand. Staff, thank you for your investment to your schools, to your neighborhoods, your city, and most importantly, to your students. You are one of the many reasons why these graduates are able to sit on this stage. The DC Public Charter School Board thanks you and all of your families and friends sitting in the audience or watching the graduation or their computers or phones who have supported these students throughout the years. Thank you. Now you will wait backstage until the presentation of graduates. Abby will lead you there. So here comes the most important part, okay? While they transition, I will ask that on the behalf of the DC Public Charter School Board, I certify that the board has received the list of graduates from Cesar Chavez for Public Policy, Capitol Hill, Cesar Chavez for Public Policy, Parkside, E.L. Haynes High School, Friendship Collegiate Academy, IDEA, Kingsman Academy, KIPP DC Collegiate Preparatory Academy, Maya Angelou High School, National Collegiate Preparatory, Paul, and Thurgood Marshall Academy. That these students have completed all the requirements to earn a high school diploma in the District of Columbia, and that these students are hereby accepted as graduates of the schools listed above. Congratulations to each of you, and may you all succeed in the years ahead. Thank you.
Before the diplomas are handed out, let me just welcome to the stage Terrell Holcomb, who is just a few minutes late, but is going to say a few words to us. Thank you, Terrell.
All right, good morning, everyone. I don't want to stand in the way of these graduates, so I want to let you all know that just in the manner in which I was late this morning, it doesn't matter how you start, but it matters that you get there. And in our society today, we see so much on our televisions, we see so much on our social media feeds regarding our young people. We need to highlight the success that they have. We need to make sure that they know that they are loved, they are appreciated, and that we honor them for this achievement no matter how long it takes them to get there. The fact that they have done it is an achievement within itself, and we celebrate them. Not only do we celebrate them, but we celebrate you, each of you, parents, family members, aunts, uncles, cousins, lottie-dottie, and everybody. So we're excited about them and their future, and thank you all for being here today, and congratulations to the class of 2018.
All right. Good morning. I'm Scott Pearson, Executive Director of the DC Public Charter School Board, and graduates, now it's the time that you've been waiting for. So as a reminder, we will start with the first row and then move to the second row and so on. As the last graduate leaves each row, the next row can continue onto the stage. Walk toward me, hand me your card, and then walk across the stage to receive your diploma. Please walk around the diploma table back to your seats. And this is important. Be sure to pause before you're returning to your seats because Anne-Marie, the photographer, will take a photo of each of you and your school staff. All right? Got it? Okay, let's go. Should we start? All right. Malik Rush. You can walk across there. Marquise Govan.
How you doing?
Congratulations. DeAndre Lewis. Thank you. Congratulations. Marquise McFadden. Thank you. Congratulations. Danny Green. I'm sorry, Danny is from Cesar Chavez Parkside High School, so let's make sure the staff is out from Parkside. Thank you. Congratulations. Londell Jones.
Thank you so much.
Sean Ree Watts. Congratulations. Skyla Woods. Congratulations.
Lachey.
Yeah. Lachey Wright. Congratulations. And now we're gonna switch to E.L. Haynes Public Charter School. All right. Jonah Barber. Congratulations. Joy Conti. Congratulations. Kevin Ford. Congratulations. Kevin Ventura. And now we have the graduates from Friendship Collegiate. LaShawn Arkacker. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Danielle Brown. Congratulations. Malik Bynum. Congratulations. Jordan Baker. Congratulations. Alexis Boyd. Beverly Walker. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Notori White. Congratulations. Robin Perry. Congratulations. Rayona Davis. Congratulations. Darmia Harris.
Marquise Rob.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Marquise Robertson.
How you doing, bro?
Antonio Sims. Nijay Johnson. Destiny Weidman. Congratulations. Tylisha Williams. Congratulations. Destiny Lockett. Congratulations. Deshaun Gladden. Yeah. Deshaun Gladden. Congratulations. Vincent Hall. Congratulations. Darius Jackson.
Andre Williams.
Yeah, congratulations. Andre Williams. Congratulations. Ty Jackson. Congratulations. Ikea Simmons Bagley. Hang on one sec. Wait. And now we present graduates from IDEA Public Charter Schools. Marcus Butler. Congratulations. Stephen Daniels. Congratulations. Chantel Jackson. Congratulations.
Daryl Johnson.
Daryl Johnson.
Kefron.
Yeah, congratulations. Kefron Johnson.
Zion.
Yeah. One sec. And now we present graduates from KIPP DC Public Charter School. Congratulations. Yeah. Cheyenne Battle. Congratulations. Dante Cash. Congratulations. James Holloway. Congratulations. Everett Evans Kearney. Jelani Hooper. Congratulations. Jelani Hooper. Hi. Relika Jones. And I'm sorry, Jelani and Relika were both graduates of Kingsman Academy. Continuing with Kingsman Academy, Meon Parsons. And we now present graduates of Maya Angelou Public Charter School. Joshua Emerson. Caprice Davis. Congratulations. Marquise Denny. Congratulations. Tavion Flowers. Congratulations. Andre Hall. Congratulations. Kevon Lee. Congratulations. Trayvon. Travell Littles. Danye. Congratulations. Danye Phillips. Congratulations. Gary Sims. Kayla Washington. Hang on, Aronde. We now present graduates from National Collegiate Prep Public Charter Schools. Aronde Blake. Nathaniel Greer. We now present graduates from Paul Public Charter School. Juan Bonilla. Congratulations. Francisco Moreno. Congratulations. Angela Crump. We now present graduates from Thurgood Marshall Academy Public Charter School. Jadlyn Abney. Jasmine Bradford. All right. Graduates, please stand. I hereby declare you graduates of the class of 2018. Please take your tassels, turn them from right to left. Graduates, you did it. Congratulations. All right. So now, graduates, please, row by row, you can exit the stage in the processional.
In these brief moments, when there's so much we want to say, may I our sentiments convey? We've shared our hopes and dreams. take